So let's finish off the problem in Desmos. Here's the function as we had it. Here's our by hand derivative, and here's Desmos's f prime. So let's turn on both of those and make sure they line up. So that's good. We got our f prime correct. And then we had solved where is this equal to 0 by using the quadratic formula on paper. And here I've typed in the quadratic formula with the minus solution and the quadratic formula with the plus solution. I called them C1 and C2. And we get the same results there as if we click on the f prime curve here and hover over where it crosses 0. There we go. And then we want to ask, what is the function value? So this value here, what is the function value where the derivative is equal to 0? What is the function value where the derivative is equal to 0? So we can see those by clicking on the graph, but it's also nice to have Desmos evaluate them for us. So we can say f, let's insert a new expression, f of c underscore 1. And that's this value here. We can say f of c underscore 2, and we get that. And then remember, this was on the interval from -1 to 3, so we can say f of -1, and actually f of -1 kind of comes before c1 and c2, so I can move that back up there, and I can say f of 3, and I get that. So I can do each of those individually to see their values. I can also click on those values. Now for the 3, I have to zoom out a bit. So I've got the -1 there, that one, this one, and then over at 3 I can just click on the graph and drag up until I get x equals 3, or at least pretty close. Or I can make a table. Now here I've got the table already constructed, but let me show how to construct it. Oh, no, I didn't want a note. I wanted a table. So I go to the plus here and select a table, and I give some name to this variable. Usually we'd call it x sub 1, but I already did that for this table. So just a new name, x sub 2, and I type in the values I want for x. So the place where our interval starts, -1, c underscore 1, c underscore 2, and then the last point, x equals 3. And then instead of y3, I'm going to delete that and say f of x underscore 2. So that will take all the values in this table, put them into our main function, and give us the numbers. So, and this button here lets us graph the points that are in the table. If I long click it, I can even change what they look like, or their color, or connect them with lines. There we go. So not very useful in this case, but let's go back to points. All right. So we already had that here. But that's how to construct a table in Desmos. And I think we're done. Oh, we forgot to talk about stuff though. So what does this mean? The largest of these y values is our global max on this interval. So that's the 12, achieved at x equals 3. The smallest of these y values is our global min, which is this one on the interval. So that's achieved at C2, which is here. And C1 is a local max. We can tell that on the graph, but it's not a global max because it's on the interval, because it's not as big as this endpoint. And the left endpoint here at -1, 0 is neither a global max nor a global min.